Did you know that one of the top reasons for businesses going out of business is due to financial reasons, whether they don't have enough cash or they can't get enough people to buy their things? It all kind of amounts to the same thing, is they've mismanaged their money somehow. And so that's one of the top reasons, is they just don't have enough money to continue operations, and so they close the doors. But and you have to have cash. We know that cash is so important for operating the business, right? You got to make payroll, and there's byproducts and things like that. So cash is really an important aspect of the business. And today we're actually going to talk about the various roles, kind of 3 high-level roles that you can find in traditional businesses, that somebody or either multiple people handle these different roles, or it's split up between various people, and we're going to talk about each of those. So as we talk about the CFO, the controller, and the bookkeeping roles, I'd love to hear what you guys have to think about that, what your thoughts are, how you're handling it in your business. And so please leave a comment, ask questions, anything like that. Let me know, and I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. My name is Jacob Curtis. I'm actually a CPA, a certified public accountant, and I'm also the founder of Curtis Accounting Solutions and the co-owner of Utah Valley Quilting. And one of the most important things that we can do as business owners is make sure that we have a good grasp and understanding of our finances. Now, not everybody out there who's a business owner is a CPA like myself, right? There's a lot of them out there, but there's not very, but my guess is you're probably not one of those. And so one of the very top, the most important roles you can have is actually the CFO role, the Chief Financial Officer role. Now, you may not give this person that exact title, but this is a definite role that needs to happen in your business, because they are in charge of the financial oversight and overall financial strategy of the business, to help you and provide the business owner with profits and with longevity, to make sure that your business can continue on from month after month, year after year, decade after decade. That's kind of what the role of the financial officer is the chief financial officer, is to have that oversight and the strategy and provide that analysis of your financials, so that you as the business owner can make smart and intelligent decisions that will help your business last not just today and tomorrow and for the next year, but the next 10 or 20 years, right? Or 30 or 100 years. Some of the oldest businesses out there, some of those corporations, have been around for hundreds of years. So then, and that's what the chief financial position really does, is that's what they do, is help make sure that businesses stay profitable, so they can stay in business and help the owners and the shareholders, increase in their value, which is really what the business needs to do. The second role is the controller or the accounting manager kind of a role. They're kind of in charge of the compliance and making sure that everything is correct with the books, making sure that the bookkeepers are getting things categorized correctly, that the taxes are getting filed, things like that. And that's kind of that role, is to make sure that things overall in general are being done correctly and in a timely, good manner, so that the chief financial officer, the CFO, can actually do, and his team can do, that analysis work on the numbers to help project out and get things rolling and things like that. And then we come to the group of specialists. I call these guys the specialists, but they really are kind of the foundation of all the financial numbers. They're the bookkeepers, the payroll specialists, the tax people. These guys that are actually doing the work, they're the front lines. They're putting in the day-to-day transactions of all the business things, all the transactions, all the checks that get processed, all of the payroll things that happen, right? These are those specialists. These guys are the foundation of the business, and they make sure that all of these things get done, that when you buy inventory, for example, that it gets input into the accounting system, that when you pay your employees, that payroll gets recorded in the system, right? And they take on many different forms and roles. Generally speaking, they're accounting clerks, bookkeepers, payroll processors, things like that. Now, a lot of these functions can be fairly automated. Payroll, for example, is one of those that's pretty automated these days. You can buy platforms and subscribe to platforms that will pretty much do almost everything for you when it comes to payroll, right? You can process your payroll, input the hours, and it spits out on the other end everybody's paychecks, and most of the time it's a direct deposit, which is awesome. And so all of these specialists making sure your taxes are done between sales tax and income taxes, even payroll taxes. They're all kind of interrelated. All these specialists, all these bookkeeping, payroll, and tax specialists all have to kind of work together in some regard to make sure that the books all come together and they're all in charge of their different pieces. And that's what's really important, is making sure that all of those things are happening. And that's what the controller role does, is make sure that each of those pieces is happening and it's being recorded correctly, so that the CFO can then take those numbers, do the analysis, and tell the business owner, this is what's happening in the business, this is what we need to do to change the business, this is what we need to do to continue to be profitable, and to grow. And so that's why it's so important that you have these roles, whether it's you yourself doing all of these roles, or you're outsourcing that to a firm like myself or somebody else to get these things done. So I want you to think about that. What are you doing in your business? What are the roles? Are you performing all three of these roles in your business? And if not, which ones do you need to pick up and start again? Which ones do you need help with? And I invite you to reach out to me. Let's get on a call together and let's review your finances and see where the gaps are. If there's something that I can help you fill and do, that's what we do, is fulfill all of these roles, right? Part of that is managing the cash, which is so important, and as well as making sure we get the bookkeeping and the books done, because there's a lot of things that if you don't do those books throughout the year, when it comes tax time, you may end up be missing out on some deductions. So again, we need all three of these roles to be fulfilled so that you can have a profitable long-term, have that longevity in the business that you want, so that as the business owner, you can increase your value and that you can actually get paid for all the hard work that you're doing in your business. So if you'd like to learn more, or you want to connect with me and get my opinion on where you're at, or see if there's something that we can do to work with each other, you can find me on Facebook at Curtis Accounting Solutions. You can find me on my website, curtisaccountingsolutions.com. curtisaccountingsolutions.com. Facebook, that's by the same name. We're on Pinterest, Instagram, even YouTube. Of course, you're getting this blog in your email. So there's lots of ways to reach out to me and get me, and I would really encourage you to do that. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.